Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing great today. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. What a beautiful day in North Carolina today. We've got some exciting stuff going on with Junk Removal Authority. Just got off a 45-minute phone call with Brett, who is our lead web designer. We've got developers that work for us as well, but we're kind of planning out some awesome new products that we're going to be bringing out. Nobody's ever done it before in any service industry, not just junk removal, any service industry. Nobody's about to do what we're about to do for junk removal. It's going to be incredible. Hey, so I'm psyched up, I'm ready, I'm pumped up from that phone call. Hope everybody is doing wonderful today, having a great day. Listen, one thing you've got to realize in your junk removal business, you're in the stress removal business, baby. You are removing stress from people's lives. 1-800-GOT-JUNK has a saying, goodbye stress, hello relief. That's 100% correct. Leave it to Got Junk to know what the hell they're doing. They didn't get to 200 locations at one point. I think they're 150 now. And over $200 million a year system-wide by not knowing what the hell they're doing. So if they recognize we're in the stress removal business, they're 100% correct. They've invested a lot of advertising money into that campaign. So what does that mean? That means from the beginning. Actually, let's take a step back. Why are you in the stress removal business? All right, so number one, moving in itself is very stressful. So everybody knows moving is one of the most stressful things you'll ever encounter in your entire life. If you've never had to do it, or if you've ever had to move, which all of us have, it can be stressful, especially if you're not in the moving or a related moving type business. All right, so you have the natural stress of just having people come in, of deciding what goes, what are you going to get rid of, what's going to be moved. There's a lot of stress involved there. All right. A lot of times in the junk removal business, there's one in a couple, in a relationship, there's one person that wants to get rid of stuff and there's another that doesn't necessarily want to. So there's a lot of debate going back and forth between what goes, what stays, and all that sort of deal. But once the job's done, they've decided the job's done, that stress goes away. So if the husband wants to keep stuff the wife wants to get rid of, the husband's not going to be very enthused to actually go forward and do the labor of taking those items to the dump, of donating them. There's going to be a little bit of animosity. There's going to be a little bit of stressfulness for him actually having to get rid of the stuff he doesn't want to get rid of, and vice versa. So you got the stress involved there. And then you got the stress of most of these people, they don't have their own pickup trucks. And they're not trained. They might not be as strong. They might not be as trained. They're older. They might have more back issues. They got a lot of issues. So if they have to actually do the physical end of it, then that's stressful to them. And it takes a lot longer for them to do it than for us. We can do with the size of our trucks, much bigger than a pickup truck, much easier than renting a truck. With our trained labor, we can do in about an hour what it would take an individual to do 4 hours or more. So and that's the only time they have to deal with us with the actual project is when we come in, we do the work, and at that point they're done. We leave. If they did on their own, they'd have to take it to the dump. They'd have to. If there's probably on a Saturday they're doing it, they'd have to wait in line at the dump. They'd have to figure out what goes where at the dump. They might go to a dump that doesn't take some of the stuff that they have to get rid of, so they have to go to another location. They're going to donate stuff. Who takes what kind of stuff for donation? It's just a huge, huge pain in the ass. And who's here to benefit from it? Us. We're providing a needed service. A junk removal business is in the stress removal business. We happen to just take junk. The business we're in is getting rid of stress from people's lives. So what does that mean? What does that mean you have to do to get ahead, to have a successful company, to get a repeat customer, to get referral business? What do you have to do in your junk removal business to make it successful, to do your job of removing stress? It starts from the very beginning. When they're going and researching a business to work with, they need to know that your company is the one they need to work with. So how do they do that? They first thing they do is your site needs to be easy to find online. So you need to do a good job to advertise, because these people, again, they don't want stress in their lives. They're looking to get to do a job quickly. So one of the first things they need to be able to do is find it fast. So they need to locate you quickly by online or social media, Google, Yelp, whatever platform they're using, Thumbtack. Home Advisor is a huge pain in the ass. Any customer that uses Home Advisor just doesn't realize how big of a pain in the ass it really is. We do Home Advisor, we get work from it, but good Lord, it's a pain in the ass. All right, so they got that going on. So they find your site quickly. Then your site needs to present information in a way it's easy to find. It's easy for them to verify that you're what they need. It's easy to find your contact information so they can call you. Or if they don't want to call you, you have a book online platform. Again, guys, stress removal. If somebody doesn't want to pick up the phone and call you, don't make them call you. Make them click that daggone button on the website. Book with a real-time calendar. Don't have some bullshit contact us amateur form out there. I get on y'all's website, some of y'all's websites, not everybody. I get on some of y'all's websites though. And I was like, how fucking amateur can you be, guys? Come on, let's step your game up. I'm always gonna call you out. And if it pisses you off, good. You probably need to get pissed off. I'm gonna call you out. You got some amateur bullshit going on. As if all you have on your site is a contact us form. With no real-time booking. It's simple. YouCanBook.me for free, baby, for free. Get on to YouCanBook.me. It's absolutely free. It links to a Google Calendar, and guess what? Y'all got some sophisticated shit on your site, and you ain't paying shit for it. So YouCanBook.me. If you need assistance, I can help you out on getting that set up. I ain't gonna work for free now. I ain't gonna help you set your shit up for free. But you can contact me for reasonably cheap for probably $100. I can help you get that thing set up, and you're ready to rock and roll at that point. I'd love to do it. Love to help people out. It's not a hard system to learn though. That's the system we used to use. It did take me several hours to really. Actually, it took us several weeks to figure out how best to use it. $100, I think I can have you up and going. So let me know if you want me to do that. But get an online booking system on there. You're in the stress removal business. Some people don't want to talk on the phone. They could be at work. They don't have time to talk on the phone. I don't know what happened to my voice there, talking on the phone. Anyway, they can that'll really help them out if you have an online booking thing that they can use. Okay, so you got that going on. You got that part figured out. So you made it easy. Now you need to send them confirmation, and you need to be able to get to it quickly. You need to have a quick turnaround time, so you need to have good availability as well. So that means you have to have trucks and you have to have people so you can keep up with that availability. So from that point forward, you move on down the line. Your people, you give them a promise time, a 2-hour arrival window. You call when on the way. The people that call are professional. You arrive on time. That's one of the biggest stress adders, is if you're not going to be on time. If you are going to be late, you communicate with that particular customer. You let them know, hey, I'm running behind. It'll probably be so and so time. Don't worry. Don't worry about being there. Let us call you with an exact arrival time once we're headed your way. So that's another stress removal thing. And then when you show up, you got people that look professional. They're dressed in uniform. The shirts are tucked in. They're not all tatted up. They're not all pierced up. They're good, presentable people that anybody would want coming inside their home. They're well-spoken. They're trustworthy looking. What adds stress to your site? If a bunch of unprofessional, just tatted up guys that they don't talk, they don't look professional, they don't look trustworthy, that's going to add stress. If you add stress, then you're in the stress removal business, not the stress adding business. So that's another thing that's important. Then they see you're taking the time to protect their property. You're putting your boot covers on, you're taking your shoes off. When you're moving stuff throughout the home, you're doing it with a good pace. You're not bumping walls. All that kind of stuff is stuff that they want to see. If you're doing all that, that's adding stress. And you just go on down through the line. You make payment easy. You have the pricing be up front. All that kind of stuff removes stress. Remember, what business are you in? You ain't in the junk removal business, baby. You are in the stress removal business. That is the business you're in. You're in business to soothe and comfort a junk removal customer. And like, what's one of the businesses you might think of that's in the stress removal business? A masseuse. So you're massaging that customer. You're working their kinks out. You know, you're making things go smoothly. You don't want to knot them up by bumping their wall up. You don't want to create complications. You want to present people that are well-spoken, that are very soothing when they speak. That's the business you're in, guys. That is the business you're in. You're in the stress removal business. Go through every function of your business, from everything related to your business, especially with dealing with the customer. Go through it. Remove stress, simplify, add features, make it easier for them to find you. All that kind of stuff is stuff you ought to be doing if you want to win in the game of the junk removal business. This has been Lee Godbold bringing you this wonderful content. Great Saturday afternoon. I'm pumped up, fired up. I hope this video got you pumped up and fired up to go out there, kick some ass, make some money, and relieve some stress from everybody you come in touch with on your junk removal business. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you soon. LG out.